Okay, Coffee with Cross, Coffee with Cross, Coffee with Cross just went live.
We're live, everybody.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to finish up 3 doors a day. Well, we're not going to finish it up, but we're going to get a lot closer.
I got my notification, so we are ready to go.
Yeah, and it wasn't late this time or delayed by a day. Okay, so let's go look at my to-do notes that Rich so kindly reminded me to do. It was good. Every once in a while, if you see me not getting into the keynote, keep telling me. And actually, I got to test that link on Dropbox. I don't think it's working. Okay. So today, I want to put in a tweening system. Let's do that. I'm going to also do Google Ads. Why don't we do ads first? Can you go over to your Twitch screen and mute the video?
It's just your Skype right now.
Oh, you know what it is? It's mine.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't have Twitch on. I do need to put it on.
Keep.
We are streaming for real, folks.
Okay. All right. So let's jump into the Unity project. So the first 2 things we need to do today is...
Were you able to restart today?
I restarted beforehand, yeah.
Sweet.
So hopefully... Okay, hold on. Am I still getting sound somewhere? Is that you or me? Mute it.
I have no sound except for you talking.
It's me. Okay, got it. Oh, man, who is that asshole? He keeps talking. Let me open up the door test scene. Actually, I was looking at... I made a Vine of this. I was looking at a Vine of it.
I saw it. It's great.
It's interesting because it went to a look that I kind of wasn't planning at first, but it looks good. Right? So clearly Satan is kind of broken, right? We need to fix that. Oh, I'm making tokens like crazy. Oh my god, dude, I might get a high score. It might be a little fast, just in general.
I thought that's what you were going for, though. It looks pretty good to me.
I was. We just have to make sure that...
It's like tap, 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 right?
Yep. Okay,
I changing doors.
Yeah, well, no, that one was flickering, right? It's because my logic is actually bad there. I want to fix that. Satan laughs at you. Okay, my logic is actually bad on that, and part of that is, well, you know what? I'll get into that later. There's a particular reason for that. If I start sweating, by the way, it's because the air conditioning's not working quite right. So, Coffee with Cross just got interesting. Anyway, let's go. We are going to the PowerPoint for 1 second so you can see what I'm doing. So let's duplicate this. Today's show, we're going to episode 15 notes. I'll go back and I need to fix all of these things. This whole slide deck because I'll post it up.
Google Ads,
integrate Google Ads, and I'm not happy with the animation that we're getting because I don't want to do all of that from scratch in this episode. We'll do that later, as far as like doing lerps and slurps and interpolating and stuff like that. But what I'm gonna do, which is much easier, is integrate a tweening system
for animation.
And I think I'm going to use iTween.
Awesome.
I may have to... Yeah.
Maybe visit Detroit.
Yeah. And then... oh! That's the other big news. So, I was persistent with... hold on 1 second. I was persistent with my favorite coffee company, and they're sending over some things for me to raffle. at some point. And so I am going to start raffling that stuff. In fact, if we want, we can raffle off this bag.
Kicking horse coffee.
Yep, Kicking Horse Coffee, fueled by the horse, hashtag.
That's awesome.
Fueled by the horse. So it's my favorite coffee. I drink it all the time. It's the we try other stuff, but I always come back to Kicking Horse because it's the one. Also, they have some donkey themed flavors that I go for
right now.
Say what?
I'm tweeting that out right now that we're live and we're fueled by the horse.
That's right. We are fueled by the horse.
Amazing.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. So let's go integrate Google Ads and iTween. I had iTween working before, so I'll go for that. So I'm going to go to the asset store. Right? I already have a couple of things, but I'll show you. Let's go. I'm going to go here on Google Chrome for a second. Let's see here. Okay, and one of the things. Let's do iTween. Yeah, I need to find some monkey coffee, Rich. That's where I need to go. That's what.
Fueled by the horse.
Hold on. Am I losing packets on the stream? Maybe lower the bit rate. I wasn't losing packets before, Ludbro, but are you getting a lot of artifacting? I wonder. Actually, I think you know what. I might need to take a bunch of stuff off my home network as well. And I'm lined in, so. Oh, hold on. Xbox, turn off. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, he's next. iTween is free, right? But there's plenty of support for iTween. You'll see a bunch of people have used it. So it's one of those things where you can get into it and start finding other examples. It's probably the most widely used. However, it's maybe not the easiest. There are other more visual examples. So iTween typically just is like a scripting add-on, and you basically have to. Oh, hey, this is new? Spin, shake, punch, move. Look at all that neat stuff.
So you set set frames like in each of those positions, and then it tweens between them.
No.
Good. I understood that perfectly.
No, because you're speaking frames, which is video language.
Yeah.
It's more like position and time, right? So you set those points, tell it to go along that path, and then let's just go for it. And then you go for it, but you can tell it to pause, but it'll be in time, not frames, right? Does that make sense?
So not really different, but different language.
Not really. Just the only difference that I'm calling out is frames is kind of arbitrary, like in this case, because we may lose frames, right? Do you see what I'm kind of getting at? So if we're running at a constant speed or whatever,
how fast it's going.
Yeah. Yeah, iTween is good stuff. Keep is good stuff. Actually, there's also an add-on. I'll go back to Google Chrome while that's working. That is a visual editor for it. There are lots of. Let's go back one. There are lots of different things that use iTween. There's some other Tween. GUI Tween? No. I might have actually picked that one up. iTween Visual Editor, which will actually add some editor functions for you, so that you can do your iTween stuff in the inspector. But let's see how this works. It looks like it's been updated recently. Okay, are we in? Let's look in. So I'm going to look down here and see if there's an iTween. folder. Is it in plugins? I think it's in. No. Yep, there it is. Let's go to the README. So the first thing I always do is go to the README, right? Because yeah, the only reason I'm keeping it separate, Keeb, is there in Unity. There's 3 different measurements of time in scripting. So I want to make sure that we don't just lump them all into frame right now. Let's just stick with the time concept, and then we'll get into frame counts.
I did not want my video background to ever interfere with these lessons.
What?
I didn't want my video background to interfere with these lessons by any means.
What background? Oh, no.
Video
No, I
background.
think that's a great question, though, because it brought up the idea. You remember when I was over in here? Here, I'll show you. Right, the way that Unity updates. Right, there's update, late update, and fixed update, and so genericizing it into frames may end up being get you in trouble. Is all I'm saying. Right, so that's actually a great point. It takes a while to understand how this all works, at least functionally, but we'll get into that. Actually, I've explained it a few times, but I think it's going to be like once an episode. It needs reinforcement.
The road to the...
Yes, Keeb. Cheesy jokes. I miss you, Keeb. I miss being in the office and working stuff out with you. Anyway, sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything important at all.
Where is... there's got to be a word wrap in here. Okay, I guess not. So I will go to... Oh, for Christ's sakes. Don't go online. Okay. Screw it. We'll come back to that in a second. Oh, no, there we go. We're back. Okay, let's go all the way to the end. Plugins in your project's assets. If you're using C#, location of iTunes does not matter as long as it's inside your assets folder. That's fine. We're good. Go to... So if you read the... People are getting pretty good about their README files. So... There we go. And then there's here's your documentation. So the general way that this works, and I'm going to do this real quick, is that in your plugins folder, there's pixel placement, iTween. Should be fine. Let's open up their sample scene just so you can see it in action before I go down the road of boop, boop, boop. Okay, so one is ping-ponging back and forth, and the other one is rotating and also doing a ping-pong up and down. But notice that it's bouncing at the end.
Yep.
At the end of each animation. What's that called, Brian? When it does that kind of bounce?
What do you mean at the end?
Yeah.
The ease?
Well, there's specifically this one's bouncing. This one's easing because it's accelerating. Say what?
Well, an expression is ping pong, but I don't know what it's called.
Well, let's go look.
Stop and stretch. I'm naming all the animation principles right now.
Rotate simple. So basically, he did this in a C# script, right? Because that was probably faster for him. So let's open up that script and I'll look at it. And what did he do? He called the script rotate by, use whatever game object I'm on, this hash code. On the x-axis, 0.25, which is a quarter turn, right? I think. Ease type, ease in and out, loop type, ping pong, delay, and then 0.4. But let's go back and look at that script because I think I want to see what ease type he's calling. Where is that defined? Let's go up here. I don't see that here. It must be in. Let's open this one up. Pixelplacement.com and horizontal. Okay. I'm not sure exactly where he's defining that, but I'm pretty sure we'll probably. It's probably in the regular C# script. So this is the iTween C# script that's running everything. You can call any of these. Hey, Keeb, are they methods or functions in C#? See, fade to, right? Target, hashtag arguments, target. There's a new argument in here. When he's doing those quotes, they're dropping into this script, right? So he's calling that script, do these things, ease type, etc., etc. So let's go back to the scene. There's our move sample. There's our rotate sample. Let's look at the move sample script, right? So he did it all in one shot. Okay, but since we're using UScript, I'm going to show you how to actually integrate that C# script into UScript so that we can use iTween. Okay. Let me look at this. Make sure that I'm not. So he is using the sample info script, which was this one. Oh, okay. That's just the printed words. Directional light. Okay, so there's one way we could do this, right? So this script, move sample, right, is on this cube. So what we can do is come here, look at our reflected scene, find our actions, and see if there's an iTween thing in there. In fact, let's do it this way. iTween. Nothing, right? So what I'm going to have to do is, let's see here. I might need to let's place other actions. Transform. Is there a? Okay, so I'm not getting exactly what I want, right? Like I can't find the iTween. I don't know what's going on. I can do. Let's do this one more time. I'll drag it in. I'll show you how to find this script. Place other, right? Properties. Game object. Rigid body. Blah 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 blah. Constant force. Okay, I don't see the script, so that's okay because what I'm going to do is show you how to add this to your UScript functionality, and I think it's here in editor. No, it might be in runtime. Hold on one second. All right, let's go, and I'm going to show you this real quick. Let's go to Detox Studios, right? Because this is how I originally found this in the first place. So I'm going to teach you how to fish here. I forgot. How do I use iTween in this structure? There's a file in here where you can add the script, and it will work. So let's go to the forum. I will search this forum for iTween integration. Right, managing references by additional reference, blah blah blah. Let's check. No, I don't want to use script documents. Let's open that one and see if that's it. Someone in here. Built-in way to ease in, ease out interpolations called smooth step. I don't know about that. We'll look at that later. When was this posted? 2013. I've never seen that. Okay, let's go back here and let's just do this. We want to search all results. Not all results. iTween. I'm looking for a specific post. Works by adding iTween to or touch music. Yeah, I think this is it.
iTween component to the game object.
Okay, use script user types.cs. All right, let's go find that.
There it is.
Right, and in fact, let's go back and look at this bit here. He actually says iTween extensions needs to be added. Okay, let's do, nope, wrong window. Let's go to this one. Let's go back to my asset store. I think I already have that. It's $2. It's worth the $2. Let's go to my I category. I got a lot of crap. iTween native extension. Let's get that. Import it. Import that. Okay. Now, use script. Oh no, it wants to open it up in pages. No, no. Oh, actually, let's see this. Don't save. Don't save. Open. I think. I can do. Come on, son. Dude, you need to oil that chair. It's getting old.
Those are my bones. My old bones.
Okay, let's go back to Detox Studios and look again. Give you much more control over the components. Look at this again. Let's go to Mono Develop, which is their built-in IDE. I think I might need to do. Let's see. I don't know. I think I can just save it in. I'm not sure. Yep, should be saved. Let's go to script again. Let's go to our editor and see if we got our build up. Let me double check that. I think there was an example. I'm trying to go a little fast, so I'm probably a little sloppy.
Let's do it right. Well, in the downtime, did anyone see Avengers yet?
Oh, I haven't. I want to.
It's pretty good.
Heard it was kind of busy.
It's very busy. It's way too busy. That is the problem with sequels, man.
I wonder if I need to put a... Let me see that. I just did Command B or Control B, which is build.
Okay.
Yes. We're getting to that.
Unexpected.
Yes, because I didn't finish my line. Wait, is it a semicolon in C#?
Looked like there was an error.
Yeah, there was. Hold on. I might need to... How did I do this before? Okay, yeah, I don't need the semicolon. Hold on. Advanced reflection. Nice, Keeb. Hold on. Boom! Keeb with the hookup.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Public.
Keep says to look down at reflecting other middleware. I know you're at it right now.
I am.
Is that good?
Hold on. Oh yeah, but this build. So that's fine. Let's see here. See this. Go back to mono develop. Hey, Keep, what am I doing wrong with my user types? It's great. It's awesome having Keep around. Yeah, this is their having to have the object in the screen piece. What I'm trying to do is no, don't need that. Hold on. This one, which is just add the other C# script into reflection. I might have to actually add it to.
Keep said it's got to be a string. Oh, never mind.
Hold on 1 second. If you instead use action, which can be added to user types. Yes, the nodes have. Hold on. What I'm doing is. Hold on, sorry. I did this once before. It was so much easier.
You just have to get rid of that bracket?
No, you do not want to get rid of that bracket. What that's telling me is that what's happening before this bracket is incorrect, sir. Let's try this one more time. It's nice that they have any examples bit here. But... Oh, there we go. Yep. Public stream type. I'm getting feedback on your screen.
Right now?
I was. There we go. There we go. So, actually, I don't think this is correct. Because what I wanted to do is get rid of this. Let's go into public stream type. Negatory. Hold on. I just pasted in some shit. Shit code. Hold on 1 second. Okay, double slashes like this is a comment, which means that it's not going to get compiled. Let's do this. I should have saved out this C# file when I made it the first time, but that's okay. We can watch me fumble through.
One warning.
Yeah, we can watch me fumble through the problem-solving piece. Hold on, while that's compiling, I'm gonna get some coffee.
Jittery.
Let's get jittery. Okay, I'm making a shirt today. I'm gonna make a shirt after the show.
I will buy that shirt.
We'll do that. Just while that's compiling, I'm gonna do one more thing. C#. Oh, you know what? Here. Let's go look at another C# script that's basically referencing somewhere else, and I think what I need to do is actually not what I just did. It should... Oh my god, get to the top.
It's yours.
I think what I need to do is actually drop myself a namespace into the top, which is using... Where is it? What was this one called? And I don't think, I'm not sure if I need this. New script, user types. Okay, don't need that. All right, let's go. Let's see now. Did I get compile?
So this is going to show up as another node in the script.
Wait, Keith, what are you talking about? Why buy one when you can have two for twice the price? What's the reference? What'd you just ask, Brian?
What you're trying to do, you're going to see, is that like an extra node that's going to be within UScript once that iTween?
Yes.
Regarding the shirt is what he was talking about with the 2-for-1.
Oh. Yes. Well, I will make. I will make more than one, so you can get two for the price of two. All right, let's skip that for a second. Hold on, let's go to reflected again. Where did you see that, Keeb? It's going to be an action. The reflected iTween stuff. Was it when I pulled it in? Looking. Oh, I thought you said you saw it. One second. It's a script called Rotate Sample. No, don't want that. Delete that. So I see here in my reflected bits, I've got actions, transform, rotate, but I think that's the normal one. Transform. It's not showing up for me. Why is that? Okay. Lastima. What's going on? Alright, let me back up a second. I thought that there was an example. Maybe I need to recompile all of my... Hold on, we're going to quit the UScript editor for a second and make it recompile everything. Nope. Okay, all right. So did I lose you completely, Brian, or are you satisfied with watching me
I
fumble
understand
around?
what you're trying to do. I just don't understand how to get to it. And I think that that's just the
There
issue.
we go. iTween extensions.
There it is.
Yep. So I compiled the
Just
scripts in the back.
restarted.
Yes, I had to restart the iTween, the UScript editor. Okay. So now I can reference those things.
In
Sorry.
UScript.
Yes, but without having them attached to an object. Yeah, Tarver. He's calling me by my long-standing game handle, Jim Tarver.
Since the days of Diablo.
Since the
Original.
days of Diablo. So we now have these tween bits that we can add on. I am actually going to ditch this scene and go back to our original scene because I only went here for example. And now it's dead to me.
Yeah.
It's useless. Let's get back on track. Don't say that
You
shit.
get what you want out of that person, and then you ditch them.
I do what I want. Okay. So what we can do now, let's go to UScript. Let's go to our UScript editor. Now we can start to do stuff like ease in and out. Let's go to where we were doing our coin. Holy smokes, look at my spaghetti. It's all spaghetti. Coin, move to. So I instinctively went to the reward spawn graph. So it's move to location. Instead of move to location, let's do add reflected, right? Actions, iTween extensions. Fuck it, I'll do it over here. Reflected, actions, iTween extensions, right?
Yep.
Let's do move to, right? And let's look at what these things are here. We're just going to make an experiment. I'm not going to try and do it correctly. So we have one here that's a XY position. There's two floats here. There's float ease type, float ease type, loop type, right? Float. Oh, this is a vector 3 actually instead of a transform. This one's transform.
So what's a vector 3?
It's for the cases of this, it's basically going to be an XYZ coordinate.
Right.
It's more than that, and I'll link you to a vector 3 learning site at some point. But there we go, vector 3 with two floats and an ease type. Let's look at that one. So this variable, and I got this. Hold on. So I heard somebody gave me this one that I could add. That it would auto do. Let's see, maybe it's command right click. No. Somebody at Unity told me that there's a shortcut way to right click these nodules to give me a variable of that type, but that seems to not be. giving me anything. Say what?
Double click.
No, sir. Okay, anyway, let's add variable vector 3, right? So yellow position is a vector 3. Vector 3 you'll see here is marked as XYZ. It's a little bit more than that, but let's call it coin move to. We'll make it public. We're going to unhook this coin, bring it up here. So we are going to use whatever that spawned reward is, right? So there's our two floats, time and delay, and there's our ease type. Let's try and add a variable. I wonder, actually we need a reflected variable. Add reflected variable, right? Ease type. Let's do that, and now we're going to have a drop down here. Which ease in do I want?
Ease
in, out.
Ease in on the end, right? Is that on the end or the beginning?
Ease in is on the beginning. Ease out is on the end.
See, that's the opposite for video.
Is it? So let's check it out. Let's try it. So let's do
ease out at the beginning and then ease into the end.
Okay, let's leave. So ease in should be an accelerate up to speed, right? Is that correct in video as well?
No, an ease out would be accelerating to speed because you're easing out of the first space.
Yes, you're going to oh, you know what? You might be correct. Let's try it out. Let's watch it. Let's change the time to actually. I am going to expose all of these variables so I don't have to come back and keep compiling. Oh, what the coin ease type. Okay, and then let's add two floats. So delay is going to be how long before it starts to animate, right?
We want it pretty quick, right?
Pretty quick, but let's verify that it's working, right? So I'm going to put some really obvious numbers in here.
A 1 or yeah.
0.5. 1 second. I'm not waiting a full second for it. Look,
Keep says we better disconnect the old one or we'll go insane. I don't want to go insane.
I will disconnect it. I just moving this up to this spot for the workspace, and then you know what? You mentioned it right now. Let's just do this.
Serenity now.
So wait, that was actually 2. Was that a 20 or a 2 in that one? It might have been 20. Let's just move it to 10 so I can see it. Coin move to coin move time. And let's call this 1 second. Okay, so now we've got our extensions output in. I may have to do this delay. So notice that one thing I lost here was that it's not going to tell. I'm not. This output is going to go straight through. It's not going to send. Have another output when it's done animating, right? It's only going to start it. The one that I deleted would have kicked off this delay, so I might have to change this timing. But we can come in and change that bit. So let me do these in like a Dr. Teeth's staggered way so that I can fit these all into sort of the same horizontal space. Boom, move these down. Okay. Welcome to Coffee Cross, where I hack my way to success. It's awesome. You can hack too.
As long as you get to success.
That's right. I do not care. I do not care. Insane Keeb. Alright. We are compiling this. You are red, sir.
I'm red?
No, the reward spawn was giving me a red light.
Oh.
And you're kind of red.
Tan. Need to get tanner today. Big beach day Saturday.
Oh yeah, you're right, Keeb. That's a good call. I can use the delay time from the iTween delay into the duration of this, so we can sort of like this coin move time can be the duration of this delay. Good call.
Keeb is the real deal, huh?
Yeah. Keeb's on point. The Keebler elf is on point.
Keebler elf.
Okay. Okay. Did you see it pause for half a second?
Yeah.
Although
it animated after a second, right?
Yes. Although that seems not right to me. Let's go find the coin prefab. So, is that on the scoring module? It is. Correct? No, it's on the... Okay, let's drop this down here. What's this quad? That's that thing in the distance. Sorry, where did... sorry, I'm just finding the... There we go, spawn door rewards. Okay. Notice when I'm looking for use scripts, I'm only looking for this icon over here. Right? Like I'm not actually looking at the inspector. I'm just looking. I'm just looking for whichever returns that thing. There's that. Coin move to. Oh, there we go. 10-10-0. So it was moving to the right place. Let's change this move time to. I'm going to change it to something god awful slow, so we can watch it. Ease delay. Let's change this to 0. Let's just get it going. Pew.
Ooh.
Pew. Pew. Okay. So notice that it's accelerating. It's hard to tell with the doors in a way. But it's slowly
I can totally see it accelerating now.
Okay, let's do... sorry, door spawn rewards. Let's change the coin move distance to something more like 5 and 5. Because that's affecting our... Oh, Satan, you laugh at me! Oh my god. I just got ruined. Ruined by Satan trying to test the coin. What?
You got smoked on that one.
Yeah, see, it's slowly accelerating. Part of the reason is like at 10 we weren't seeing a lot of the acceleration because if this is the screen, the coin's trying to move up here, so the acceleration was kind of going so far that we couldn't notice, right?
Kind of on a graph.
Right. So let's get back to wait, what where is that action? Sorry, what was my thing called? It's not that. Is it on main camera? Yeah, it is. Okay, there we go. So let's change this to something like 2 and 2. Coin move time to like 3, right? Oh, whoops. Crap. That's what happened, is it reset those numbers because the scene started again. Let's stop the scene. I'm going to save these numbers. Would I say 2, 2, 3? 3 seconds? Let's do 2 seconds. It's long enough. Okay. Ready? It started moving. It seemed off.
Yeah. It does like a...
Yeah, it's interesting that it popped up to 2, 2, a little off. Yes, that is the way that the instant output will work. So we'll put the time in. Dude, Keeb, it's so awesome to have you in, man. Just it's good to have somebody watching my back. Okay. Let's go back to the spawn reward. 2 coin move time 2 seconds. Make it more like 1 second. And let's do 3. I do want to get it off screen, right? Let's just look at this aspect. No, I don't want 9 by. Is 9 by 16? By 9. That's kind of close to a mobile aspect. Well, it's interesting. It looks like. Nice. Game over. Okay. One of the things we can also do, and this will be interesting, is it's doing this, right? And then it stays there and goes over, and then the new doors come up. Why don't we move it in towards the camera a little bit? That'll help us fix some of this. So let's go minus 5 units, right? So at the time that it starts to move, let's make this 5 and 5. So if you can think of it in 3D, let's go to the scene. It's going to spawn back here, move towards the camera at the, sorry, it's going to move to a point more like right here, right? 5 units over, 5 units up, and minus 5 units towards the camera. So it's going to go straight towards it as opposed to going up. But the nice thing about that is it may get a little larger, and let's see how that looks. If we want, we can make this a little more complex. Keeb's my huckleberry. Oh my god. I got owned. Reset. So notice the doors didn't cover it that time?
I didn't notice it. Oh yeah.
Right,
Cool.
because it came out.
Smart.
So notice ease in was accelerating, right? So what we can do is actually have it accelerate first by changing that to ease out, which let's take a look at just so that we can understand what that looks like. You know, before the show started, you asked me if you thought we were going to finish soon, and I was like, you know what, I think it's a bunch of, we're a few episodes out still, and that's partially because of what we're doing. What we're doing right now is we're tuning the game, right? We're not quite at polish, we're sort of in the middle of polish and tune at the same time, and so I think I realized that one of my sort of tenets for when we do this is it doesn't matter how small the game is, we're going to polish it to like a serious sheen, right? Because part of what people don't cover in a lot of their tutorials is how to polish, how to go for the thing that you're looking for. And I think that's really important. Like, I would basically invalidate like the first 10 episodes if I didn't actually spend time polishing, right? Because
Yeah, totally.
almost everybody skips that stuff. They're like, and then you go polish, right? And what I want to get
Guys I see
to...
on here, they're like, oh, I can make a game in 3 minutes, but is it really a complete game?
Is it
Or
actually...
just-
Is it actually fun, right? So what I want to do
it
is...
usually just ends up being a couple scripts that you can react to, and then things happen.
And
That's
then,
it.
and then it's up to you because the secret sauce is in the polish, and nobody wants to expose that. And I'm saying let's do it because like the polish
Let's
is...
expose ourselves, Chris.
Yes, well, we all know that
Open up our robes.
I have oh here's my robe today. It's
What do you got? What's your shirt today?
it's an elephant with glasses on.
Of course it is.
Yes, it is the best part, Keep. It is the best part. And also, it's the part, like I said, nobody talks about it. And the whys and the hows of polish is probably the least explained bit of making games, right? Partially because it's the thing that makes it so individual to you. So we're going to polish it the way I would polish it, but you know, it's important to remember that some of the decisions I make are kind of arbitrary. You can decide to do something else, right? Like, I'm not telling you a step-by-step how to polish, or that these actual details are important. What I'm kind of getting at is, like, watch my method of how I approach to do this polish piece, and then you know, there's like a wealth of information in there, and I'll try and extract it after episodes and put them in individual YouTubes. So. Oh, actually, let's look at that. Oh, it didn't save because I stopped it. Hold on, let's look at this. Let's do ease out, right? See how fast it started?
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to slow down at the end, but it might be going too far. Let's try 2 again. No, 3. Let's try 4. C minus. You know, the one thing I'm not documenting, and this can help you out a lot, is notice I'm changing these numbers a lot. One of the things that can help, and people forget to do it, including me, because I'm working fast, you just want to change the numbers, is to like keep a notepad, right? Like this kind of a thing, but I'm going to do it in Keynote here for a second. So let's do a new slide. Let's see. Starting values, right? Let's see. Let's actually do this. So if you think about this like a scientist, right? We started with something like 10, 10, 10, 0, right? As our vector, and we did ease in, right? One thing that's important about doing this is, you know, we're only doing this once a week, right? If you notice that it takes me like 15 minutes to spin up, right? It takes like 15, 20 minutes to get my brain into where we're at and what we're doing and what's important. And I think about it during the week, but keeping these notes is extremely important. So this is X, Y, Z, ease type. Okay, we started there. We went to something like, we're at 4, 4, minus 5, ease out. Right? Now, the important thing isn't just to document this stuff, but if you really want to be OCD about this, is you do this, is too fast. Just make a little note on why you changed the value again, right?
I think that's good.
Too fast, too far. Boom.
Too furious.
Right? Too fast, too far, too furious. Yeah. Okay. So 4, 4, negative 5. What's the result on that? And so you can see, like, there's like a science to this. You can track everything like a scientist, right? It's a scientific method. I'm predicting between every time I put values in that the outcome is going to be this, right? So let me talk out loud through that. Okay, 4, 4, minus 5. My prediction is the coin will move very quickly towards the camera, right? 4 units to the side, 4 units up. And the effect, this is the important part, the effect is that I will feel like the coin is moving up towards the tokens piece, and it will be moving, give me like a zooming feel, like I'm moving towards the doors. Like it'll enhance that movement feeling, right? Okay, I'm not getting the movement feeling, right? Like I'm not feeling like this part of the motion. But what I am getting is a nice up and down. Let's go back to Keynote. Not enough movement feeling. Let's call this towards camera. Right. Bullet points is a sloppy way to do this. I would suggest something more like a table. fact, why don't we do that? Let's do this correctly. Table, and just need one like this. Get a little bigger. And let's move this sucker, right? Ease type, and we need one more column. Notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All good game designers spend time in tables. 10, 10, what was this one? I'm hitting tab, by the way, to go through the cells, just in case.
That one was 0.
Say what?
Sorry, you asked what that Z was. It was a 0, but you got it.
Too fast. Too far. And actually, since this is more oriented towards presentation, I'm going to lower the text size here for a second. 17, let's make it 18 points. And I can do this while I don't delete my notes. Center this up. Make it a little bit wider. Okay. I want plenty of room for my notes. The notes is the important part. These values are important, but the ease type and notes is probably the most important piece. Okay. Now let's go back to this text one. Move this up. Delete that. Now we have a nice table that we can organize ourselves to. Let's center it. There we go. Drop this down to 17. She's only 17. I don't know. It just seemed like the song. Okay, no bullets. There we go. Let's actually, I like to read things. No, not like that. Okay, so we did 4, 4, not 44, 4, 4, minus 5. Oh my god, are my fingers that fat today? Ease out. Okay, now let's get the important information here, which is, there's a way to evenly distribute these. I'm not going to do it. Enough motion towards camera, aka speed, right? Like it doesn't feel like we're speeding through the world, right? Right now it just feels like a disconnected thing. The coin is kind of moving up to the top. So let's actually slow down the move time to 2 seconds again, because I think what we want to do is actually track the motion that we're getting. And I'm going to move it a little bit.
Move time is the whole animation.
Correct.
So you have 2 seconds at a time. Okay.
So in 2 seconds, it will move to this point, which is 4, 4 minus 6, right? So let's play it again. Okay, we can start to see that it's getting a little bit bigger. You can see that it came forward, right?
Do you want it to come more forward?
Well, it's already going minus 6, and I think the camera's only about 10. I mean, well, let's try it, right? So, like, let's go back to our notes. I'm really going to go slow here just so that we can do this. The problem with this value was the sort of sense of coming towards the camera, right? And actually, that's not actually the speed. So what I ended up with was 4,
You should add a column too.
What
for
column?
Move time.
Yes.
On the other ones, you had 1 second move time. That's why those ones are too fast.
Son of a beach. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Hold on. So let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a T in for time. This was what, we started out something like
1.
5 seconds.
Perfect.
Now we're at 1. We're at 1 again. Let's turn this up to. What did I take it to? 2 for the sake of...
For the last one, yeah.
Yeah,
2.
okay. 4, 4... let's try minus 10, or minus... Let's try minus 8, right? This is also ease out. And then... the thing is, ease out is not working for me. Let's actually switch this back to ease in, because you're never going to see it decelerate, right? Unless we sort of get it exactly right. And I don't think that that's going to give us like a great effect. It might. Let's see how it looks here. At minus 6, I said let's try minus 8. Let's try minus 8. So it'll move. And also, I like, just to call this out, look at the numbers, right? We're moving 4 by 4 and minus 8. So the relationship of those numbers is 1, 1, 2, right, by ratio. So I'm going to move twice as far in the z distance, right? That's going to become important, because at some point when I start doing rule of thumb sort of tuning, I'm going to start saying things like, let's move it twice as far, whatever that number is, right? That'll make sense later, right? Come on. Okay, it's coming at us. It's going up to the corner. It's easing out. It's taking 2 seconds, right? So does that match? How do you think that feels in relation to the doors coming up behind?
It's pretty close. I think it's tuned a little bit too.
So here's the question: do we delay the doors coming in, or do we continue to fiddle with the coin?
Depends on if you want it to look as if everything, you are moving forward, right?
Yes.
So in this instance, we would want to delay the doors, right?
Possibly, but I think you hit on the part that's not feeling right. Is the doors and the coin aren't really moving in unison, right? Like these doors are like shukunk, and the coin is like burn, right? And it's decelerating up. So let's look at. Yes, the game is always going to be in landscape. And you're right, Keeb. I don't want to get to real final numbers today, so we're not going to tune all the way down to the piece. We're going to move on to the next piece of this, which is like, let's explore why the coin doesn't feel really satisfying yet, right? Because that's what we want. Like, we want every micro reaction here, and that's the point of polish, to feel good, but not just by itself, but in relation to the whole experience, right? So right now the coin, if we sort of look at it, it's like animating a little bit better. But I think we've pushed it as far as we can go without looking at the rest of what's going on screen. So let's look at this piece here. So I said minus 8. Let me go in here. We settled in on, actually I didn't change this. Let's leave it as he's out for now. We went to minus 8. Feels okay. Out of sync with doors. Okay. Not enough. Let's just call it 3D. Okay, so basically, we got to a point where we're like, it feels okay. It's a little out of sync with the doors. Let's go back and look at that. The nice thing is, remember we animated these doors just like everything else. By the way, you have to double check your values. Okay, so because I was in play mode tuning, I need to come back over here. What did I have? 2 seconds, 4, 4, minus 8. There's another way that you don't lose this stuff. 2 seconds, 4, 4, minus 8. I just saved myself a lot of heartache, right, by writing it down. So now, let's go to use script again. New script editor. Move this off to the side so I can access it. Hey. I must have control clicked that in or something. Okay, let's go to the door script. Actually, wait, cancel that. I'm going to copy all of this. Click copy. Right, we're going to go to the door script. Yes, save. Save. Yes. K ridiculo. And what are we doing at the door? We are gate, play audio source, delay, send signal, rotate. We get the rotate going on. Where are we animating it? Because I think we might be doing it in the... Yes. Okay, so where we're animating the door is here, right? Move to location. What are we moving? Move the door. We're using this move location piece, right? Let's start unhooking some stuff. 0, 0, minus 11. Let's unhook this. Let's unhook door speed. Let's paste what we had from the other place and look at our comparison. Okay, well, I'm not going to need this anymore. Let's delete that. Let's grab our door speed and put this into our time. Ease delay. We actually don't need to expose this to Unity anymore because I'm not going to delay the ease at all. In fact, I am going to delete that node and just remember that it's 0 for now. Ease type. Let's leave that, right? Because I'm trying to match the coin. So our end location is this. Let's delete this one. All right, let's drop this in here. That's our position. What we're moving is not this one. We're going to move this one. All right. Let's take this move to location and delete this. Move our node back in. All right. Move, if it's the same message, move to. Okay, we're going to move this spawn door to this location in half a second. Right? And we're going to use ease type. Let's use ease in for this, and I think we want to go back and change the coin to ease in. Hold on. Oh, let's see if this works. This is the same named variable from this other script. I don't know if this didn't used to work. Let's see if this actually does work. That would be convenient, right? Because this is a public variable. If this can be changed for both scripts in one spot, it would be extremely convenient because then the default for this will apply to both objects, right? You have furrowed brow. What's going on? Are you just thinking?
I'm just learning, man.
Okay. Just making sure. Like I know you're not shy about stopping me, but I don't always see you so intense. Oh, see, it's a little bit less synchronization. Oh, except, you know what we didn't do?
The door's not respawning now?
Well, look what I did.
Aha.
Human error. Human error. Destroy all humanoids. Right? I got sloppy. Okay. I'm watching a little red light down here. Hey, little red light. Yes. Synchronize watches. Okay. Compile. Hey, Brian, how many viewers do we have right now? Is it just you, me, and Keith?
5 viewers. And it should be 5 minus us. But I'm only 1 because I'm on your login.
I'm on the login too.
Yeah, I don't think that counts as 2 viewers, though.
Okay, all right. It's friends and family, baby. Good. could do the same back here. Move to location 000. What did I do? Oh, I'm destroying it before it's done, so I have to add a delay in here. Right? So remember, I had the move to location, right? Had a finished piece.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what's happening is my doors are deleting themselves before we can see the animation. Right. It's moving to destroy almost instantly.
Is that adding a delay then?
So we're going to add a delay. Right. And we're going to Keebler has keen eyes. Action, time, delay. The single frame is false. So we'll use that. That'll keep things a little bit easier for us. In, after delay. How long is the delay going to be? About half a second.
As long as it's going to be, yeah.
Right? So we can use the same time variable.
Now, if you wanted to, you could also put 0.5 seconds there, right? But add another float, I mean?
I could have, yes. But I'm using the same one because if I change this door speed in...
yeah, then they're both affected.
Right, and that's important because notice that this is also a public variable, right? Which means that I can change this speed here.
In the inspector?
In the inspector, and then it will actually synchronize with this delay.
Right? That's what we want.
Yes. So, into converter. Look, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it feels smoother, right?
Yeah, it really does. It's like it's thinking less and it's just animated.
No, that's okay. That means our coin is really slow now, right? 2 seconds is too short.
5, right?
So if we want it to sync with the door, let's start with the time that the door is at. Okay, so
yeah, it might have to be a little slower, right? Or faster?
Yes, 0.5. Let's see, these are the same. I will just do this so that we know that they're the same. These out. Synchronize with door. Save that. Let me look at Ease type. All right, let's go back to our Unity editor. Look at our coin ease type, which is okay. I did change it to ease in, which means it's going to come up. It's going to start moving kind of slow, right? So he's accelerating across that half second, right? There's a delay built in here somewhere. The coin is sitting still. Let's go look at the reward spawn. I still have an ease delay. Let's stitch that. Delete selected. Let's make it 0. Okay, so now we're good. We had a delay of 0. Now we can just move the coin at the same time. Yes, Josachu, we're going to zero in on the perfect feel. Meow!
We're trying to zero in.
Yes.
On the feels.
Meow, see? We're going to make the perfect feel, see? Meow, cover. Meow, meow. And actually, I think the density of information for today is going to be pretty good. Like, we've sort of, like, gone deep into this iTween stuff. I'm not going to, like, if that feels like a good place. I think I'm going to start to try and wrap this up. But we're going to use iTween. I'm going to start going through and replacing these iTweens so that, like, our whole project starts to feel kind of smooth, right? So let's play it again. Let me look at this coin again. So we don't have. We took out that delay. The coin was hanging out. Let's do this now. Oh, there's still a delay built in there. Doesn't it feel like it's hanging out?
Yeah, a little bit for like a yeah.
For like a split second, right? Time, delay. Oh, we've got this other move too. Let's replace that.
You don't need that at all anymore.
Actually,
those are the doors, though, aren't they?
No. This is the.
That's the coin.
Coin. We don't actually need that anymore because now I'm moving in an XYZ position as opposed to. I added that last time because it was like move it up, then move it over, right?
Right.
But now we're gonna do something a little bit more 3Dified, right? And after delay, let's go to destroy. This time delay is 0. Send signal 0.4 seconds. We have a delay built in here for the move. I'm not even sure that we need this delay anymore. But let's knock this down to 0.1. Right. Save it all. Save the graph. Save the project. Save the graph. Save the project.
Save the graph. Save the cheerleader.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's coming back.
I know. I don't know whether to be excited or not. Like that.
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
You're not at all?
No, not really. Unless if they did like a little short web thing, I'd be excited. But not a whole nother series.
Let's see. All right.
The first season was great.
Yeah, the first season. The first 2 seasons were awesome, but then it started to get really.
Yeah, the second season was good too.
You know, it's like a lot of things where the concept is great. Oh, later, Keeb. We're almost done. Have fun today, man.
Peace out, Keeb.
Did I get myself in trouble here? Let's just reset it. I'm going to ditch this delay. We don't need it. So adding iTween, if you've noticed, has actually made a lot of our script become much more simple, right?
Like that.
Because I don't have to like sort of ham fist a lot of this stuff. Let's see, debug. Bye, Keeb. We gotta get some Rocket Arena on, dude. Maybe we should make our own Rocket Arena.
What's Rocket Arena?
It was a Quake 2.
Oh, Rocket Arena.
It was a Quake 2 mod from back in the day. Keeb and I used to play all the time.
That's old school. What was that, Quake 3?
What?
Was that Quake 3?
2. The first one was 2. They did do 1 and 3. It didn't feel the same, though. The way the weapons were tuned in 3 didn't feel right to me. Okay, now the doors, it spawns behind the doors, right? So since it's in sync, it never comes out from behind the doors.
That makes sense.
Right? So let's do a couple of things. I'm going to start dropping this iTween base into everything that I think is where we need to animate stuff, right? Let's go to the door. Where do we have any movements? Do I have movements here? We're going to move things. We're going to move it. Let's go to scoring. Are we moving stuff in scoring? Pad string. This is all string work. Good to go. Good to go. Okay, let's go to our core one. Where we move the doors. Oh, look at that. We have a move to location back here still. All right? We could actually take all of this and replace this. Replace this one. This goes down here. This one is actually going to be 0, 0, 0. right? Because this is the one that this movement moves our doors into position. Right? So let's actually delay this. I am going to use the delay here, and we're going to delay by 0.2 seconds, and we're going to move them in a time of 0.5 seconds. And we'll use, actually we don't want ease in. I'm going to ditch this piece. We're going to ease out so that they slow down into position. Let's save the graph, save the debug. Alright, so now what we should get is the door comes out from the background and it should slow down into position. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Normally, I would actually just put all this stuff, all of my notes, instead of in Keynotes, I just keep a notepad, right? And I refer back to that notepad, and like I date it at the top, and I just keep all my notes as I go down. Because it's a little bit...
Undertaker myself.
It's a little... Oh, did you notice that it slowed down?
Yeah, I can see that. Whoa.
Right? So I put a delay in, you see them spawn, right? And then they move up. Hey, let's try this.
Is the coin moving all the way to the score still? It might be my computer.
Oh, I don't know. I lost it. Hold on. Let's see. Good question.
Unless it's just blocked by the door.
It might be blocked by the door. But like I said, it's in the background, so it may not be moving. Like, we have two options. One, we can slow the coin down as far as... Okay, let's do this. Let's move the coin towards the camera first, and then up, as if you're running into it. Right? Does that make sense? All right, let's do that. Go back to. Okay, we're done with these doors. Let's go back to the reward spawn. Oh my God, where is the center? Okay, there we go.
That was scary.
So. I'm going to... Oh! Actually, let me make this so... Let's look at our coin. 4 minus 8. Let's add one thing in before that. So if we're going to do a motion here that moves it towards the camera, I'm going to ditch this from the Z piece, right? And I'm going to copy all of this. Okay. Delete this. We're going to put in another action. Right? And we're going to put in another. Let's kill this and frame this out. Clean it up some. Another delay. Let's move all of this stuff out. Give myself some working room. I need some elbow room. Give me some elbow room. Okay, we're going to move this thing. I'm not going to bother exposing all of this because I know exactly what I want. We're going to move it in one thing, so we're going to do minus 8 in, let's call it 0.3 seconds, right? Oh, hey, hold on. Whoa, feedback. Whoa.
What's the position?
That is the position. Okay, 0.3. So if you think about it, I'm going to move... not quite as far as the doors, but I'm going to do it faster, which means that it should come out in front of that door, right? So we're going to move minus 8 first, and then with no delay, and then after that, we're going to end after this delay, which is duration of, this is 0.3. I'm going to leave this at 0.2, so just slightly before it stops this tween, we're going to start this tween, right? So if you think about it, it's like, I'm going to do this with, we're going to use Mr. Split Donkey. So the donkey is going to move this direction, right, for 0.3 seconds, right? But before he hits the end and finishes this lateral movement, he's going to start going this way, right?
Mm.
So he'll do, instead of doing this, he'll do like sort of like this loopy motion, right? And so he'll ease into, accelerate up to this, into the next motion. So essentially, since the delay is shorter, we're going to get a layering of the tweens, right? This is something that was not possible before, right? Because it would have been, well, it was possible, it just would have taken like 20 notes.
Sure.
Okay, now, should get... Oh. I have to come... I got so caught up in my explanation that I forgot to save everything and compile it. Okay. Save, debug. Moink! Yeah, it's moo, it's cow. It's oink, it's pig. Moink, moink, moink. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now the coin should come towards the camera and then up and to the right. Back and to the left. Oh, there he goes.
Interesting.
So
I like that, actually. It really lets you know that you got the coin.
Right? Because in 0.3 seconds... Now, hold on. I'm checking these side doors because I want to see that it's coming... Like, what position is it going to? Okay. Notice it comes right up the center, even if I'm using the right door. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. Now, when we move the doors towards us, right? Now that we have a nice sort of like decent looking animation system, you know what we can do is start to get a little bit fancy with what we're doing. So instead of just doing this bit, you know, let's see. Oh, hold on. Where are we determining doors? Let's go to doors. So what I'm going to try to do here is actually move the player into the correct lane, right, that of the door that they hit. Does that make sense?
Say it one more time.
So if I click the left door, we're going to move the player camera to the left to make it look like you're going through that door.
Totally, yeah.
Right?
I think that's something we had in mind originally.
We did. We just didn't quite get there. So, yeah, this, I'm going to unhook this. That was our random color piece. It's that's not the right way to do this. In fact, I'm going to wipe it. Well, actually, I'm not going to wipe it out. I'll wipe it out on camera later. Set random color on update. Let's unhook this too. Okay. Raycaster mouse cursor. Which door did we hit? If it's me, right? That's the door. Do this. Send signal. So what we need to do is find. We need to move the player on the x-axis, right, which is laterally, to the position of the door. That's correct. So what we can do is, let's see, on this door, if I'm the door that we've got, actually it should work for all the doors. Let's delete this. Let's try doing a couple things here. One, let's get our own position. All right, let's see.
Dr. Jones, you're in no position to be making demands.
Once again, Dr. Jones, you see that there is nothing you can possess that I cannot take away.
Wow, you got the Belloc line right.
Yeah.
No one gets the line right, man.
Let's see, game object. Get.
Hey, Dr. Jones, what are you doing in such an awful place? That's the best one by far.
That is.
It's such a good movie.
Get our variable owner game object, right? So let's get our own position and kick out. Oh, hey, let's see if. Yeah, this right click thing is not working for me. All right, I'm gonna have to send a message back. This is a vector 3, right? XYZ. So it will return, I don't even have to do that there. Hold on, let's move these in so I don't forget about them. When I spawn, I want to get. Oh, actually, that's not important. I'll just jam it in here. It's fine. This logic will work. Okay. Now, after I get my position, I want to only get the X position, right? So let's go to an action on a variable, which is the vector 3, and get components. Right. So here we can see that there's a little X out right there. Right. So the vector 3 that I want is this one. The float that I want is the X position. Let's get the X position of this. So if I'm a door on the left side of hold on one second, left side of the world, right, in the game, then my XYZ position is going to be different. Right? So let's go to the scene and look at this. Right? Here's our inspector. I've selected the door. Notice that my position for door 2 is 0, 0, 0. Huh. What in the hell? Oh, that's right. So this is 1.31 to the right. This was 0.55, which is...
Remember, you're in play mode too, just in case you make changes.
Yep. 0, 0, 0, door 1 is at 0.55. Wow. I'm actually off center. I'm surprised that my OCD hasn't intervened. Anyway, that's our X position that I'm trying to get, right? So when I click this door, I will get this X position, right? 0.655 over to the side. Now, let's go here. That should be what this is. We're not going to make that public. I'm going to turn off Y and Z because we don't need them. Right? Now what we can do... Say what?
Peace out, Y and Z.
That's right. Peace out! Now what we can do is, let's do reflected actions, iTween extensions, move to float. I think what we want. Let me look at loop types. Add variable. Reflected variables. Loop type. Let's see what loop types are available. Ping pong or loop. Okay, I'm not doing this that loop type. Let's just do ease type, and what we're going to do is move the player to this position and then back, right? Move, get main camera, place the game object for the main camera, move the camera. Oh, I do not want a path, wrong one. Wait a second. What I actually want is this one, which was the one we... That's not the one we had before, is it? Oh, there it is. Now I understand. There we go. There we go. Move the camera. Let's move these down. And the position is going to be action. Set components into vector 3. Right? Reach that. What are you guys laughing at?
Tans into Instagram, and it's a note. It's like a picture of a note like you'd get in grade school. It's like, hey pretty, would you like to go on a date with me?
Uh-huh.
Circle yes for yes. Is that what it is? Yes equals smile. And no equals backflip. Yes. It's like an impossible to say no thing.
Right.
It's classic.
Okay. So this should work. Time 0.2 seconds. No delay. Ease type. Ease out. And then hold on. This is. I have a feeling. Let's see, debug. Okay. So I don't think this is going to work right, and I think I might punt the player movement until next week. Only because I think that's something I'm gonna get. It's gonna get into
that's totally new.
What?
Like player movement.
Yeah, so I might actually do that as a next week thing. Like let's talk about camera control and player movement, because it's like there are a lot of rules and things to follow when you do start messing with the player's view. Okay. Yep.
Whoa.
So, yeah. Now I'm completely off, right? So what I've done is I've moved the player to an absolute location in the world, not move them to a relative location to the doors, right? So my logic is a little flawed. We're a little bit left. So I'm going to take this out of the delay. Let's do this. Move this over here. We're going to, after this delay, reset this to where it was. This is actually kind of the right line of thinking to get this to work. I was kind of trying to like kludge it in real quickly, but let me push this off to the side and we'll deal with this next week. All right, let me add a comment.
I was going to say you should write it in your keynote, but
right.
Comments are fine. Yeah.
Body to notes for 5, what is it, the 9th next Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
No. Clear movement using vector codes shows. What I'll do is actually take this. We'll encompass this whole thing so that from far away, or like a long view, right? For instance, I will put this in the middle. When I look at my whole graph like this, I'll say, oh, there's a comment here for me, right? And it involves all of these nodes. So I should come back in and go like, oh, okay, I know what my sort of thought process was there. Okay, now let's get back to this bit. So we got doors, we got the coin. The coin should come at and then up. Oh, whoops, I'm not done compiling. Save, debug. All right. Now. Oh, it really pops, the coin really pops forward, doesn't it?
I like that. It's like, hey, here you scored, I'm going to put it over here.
Yeah. Totally makes sense for the middle door, but not for the left right. So let's make, we'll make all the doors sort of make sense next week. So now I've done some absolute movement. Next week we'll do relative movement, and that'll fix all of our sort of visual and timing issues, and then I will come up with a solution for Satan, because I'm not sure that this Satan is going to work for us anymore in this world, right? Like, he's so flat looking and we're so 3D. Like,
unless he animated flat, like a cardboard, like a funhouse cutout.
Oh, that works. That might.
You know what I mean? But that's that's if we wanted to go with that Satan, if we can find a different.
You're right, and in fact, it might be interesting if we actually gave him like a post underneath and made it come up from the world.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Like it was
this,
like
a
right, right,
yeah.
like a right, like ha 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 ha, right. And then I might even change these the tokens word from tokens to like health tokens or something.
Because we might be able to animate the ads on similarly. I don't know how that works.
And in fact, oh my goodness, did N. Hendricks show up? I thought I was gonna get to thought we were gonna get to Unity ads today, but let me take a quick shot at that real quick. Okay, asset store. Let's do. I'm gonna do Google ads. Because that's the easiest and cheapest and free one that you can do without having an LLC or like some sort of business entity, right? Like the Google Ads SDK will work for individuals, and it's sort of the easiest to go into. So I did Stan's assets. Let's go to Google Chrome. Go back to our here. Let's do Stan's assets. This guy, Stan's assets, these things are all, ooh, hey, look at that. What's that? What's that actually?
Yeah. They're awesome.
Google Ads. So you'll see when I do Google Ads, you get all kinds of plugins showing up, right? The reason I went with Stan's assets is because, one, he's responsive, right? So like if you have a problem, he'll get back to you. And this guy's made a lot of plugins here for Unity. And I really liked sort of his organization. So cool. Let's look for Google Mobile Ads. It was $20, but if $20 starts bringing me money by having ads in the game, that's $20 well spent, right? So I bought it. Scripting integration. Let's go into our asset store. Google Mobile Ads SDK is done downloading. Let's import it.
You're going to try to do this now?
I will just. I'm just going to show you these bits and pieces, and I'll just show you how to turn it on.
You got some cool stuff in there, man.
I got lots of cool stuff in here, dude. This skull is kind of brilliant. We could even do. Screw it. I'll show you later. We can do the skull, make it look like Satan, and have that be our Satan.
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay. So now let's get back over here. Same key already exists in a dictionary. This may not work today because I think I might have to go through this Google Ad stuff to make it jive right with everything. Stan's assets. I'm not going to need Windows Phone 8. Let's just delete that right now. Piece of shoe. So what we can do is Android. Let's go with. I thought there were some examples in here. Maybe it's not under the plugin part. Hold on 1 second. It's in here somewhere. Plugins, resources. Did we put something in resources? No. Standard assets. Hold on 1 second. Hi, hey, I gotta look through those, some of these scripts. There's some new stuff in there. Tween particles, use scripts. We might actually ditch those fire particles. I'm not even sure that we really need them right now.
No, we got rid of them anyway, right?
Yep.
The balls? The plasma balls?
Yes, the plasma balls.
It was cool to test with.
Let's see this. Hold on. Okay, I might have broken something. Hold on. Okay, I think that's actually a good place for us to stop. So, no, but you see that the
that was funny though.
Oh.
Like, I think I broke something. This looks like a good place to stop.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. There's. Hold on. Actually, I might be able to recover. No. No. Scripts. Oh, yeah. Delete this too. Deleted. iOS. We will do editor. Let's create an empty. I'm going to drop this Google mobile ad on here. Nope. What about that one? What about this one? Huh? Unity? Huh?
What about these ones?
Nope, doesn't like that one either. Let's go to iOS. Okay, F it. I'll do it next week.
Can we notate that? So.
Hold on. Actually, I will do that here in our keynote, where we go back to my notes for what we were going to do. So, integrate tweening system. What did we do today? That is what we did. Let's put a strike through on that. Okay. Integrate Google Ads. Half-ass implementation. All right. Halfway. Imported, not implemented. Okay, that's going to be important for me to know. Polish a coin animation. Needs more work after polishing other elements. Up into the token label, and we might add some particles later, but I think this for now is, let's just call this done. And then polish Satan, polish door, polish start screen. Let's do this. Add player animations to match door movement. All right, and we're good to go. That's a good end of the episode. I am not going to raffle the kicking horse today because there's not enough people. So let's try and do... Bye! Let's try and do... whatchamacallit? Let's do a real push this week for if we get, say, X amount of people watching at the same time. 10? 10?
I think that's a good number.
Yeah. If we get 10 people watching next week at at one time, anytime that we pop over 10, I will do some sort of contest and or drawing for a bag of Kicking Horse coffee. Yeah. Macca. All right. Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Take it easy, Chris.
Yeah, take it easy.